Now, to the practical aspect, we are going to be going to the Google Drive. Okay, normally once you have a Gmail account, you should also have a Google Drive. But in case your phone does not have a Google Drive, this is a Google Drive, so you can download it. So once you download, you can tap on it. So it's always advisable that you use your Gmail for your business. Okay, so if you are hosting a course, create a particular Gmail for that course, and then you can start saving or hosting your courses in that particular account. So look at it now. I have several accounts here. So let's say I want to create an account for, I want to host my courses. I'll just pick the email. So this is just a new one. So this is how your run is going to look like if you are using a new Gmail account that you have actually dedicated to host your courses. So what you now need to do now is to click on this plus button. You click on this plus button. Okay, so when you do that, you can create a folder to organize your course. So let's say the course is graphic design. So I'll put graphic design course here. Okay, so the folder is created already. Then what I will now need to do, now you can change the interface. So you can click here to change the interface. Okay, you can click here and it's going to appear like this. I usually prefer it this way anyway. So now, so you can now open your folder and then begin to host your course. So to host your course, what you need to do is to tap this particular plus button again, and then this time around you select file. You will select file. You will select upload. So once you click on upload, then you go to where each of your courses are. You go to it and pick it one by one in the order you want to arrange them. So you can, if you don't have sections, you can just pick them. Let's say you just have 5 lessons. You pick them. Let's say this is the first video, you pick it. And then once it finishes loading, you can rename it. So you tap on the 3 dots and you come to rename, and then you can give it the first name, introduction, maybe introduction to design, and then you click rename. So that will do that. Now for it to be organized, you can use a number. So I'll click on rename again, and then I'll put a number here. So when I number it, it's going to be arranged according to that number. So this is 1. So if I want to get the next lesson, I will still do upload and pick another one. Let's say this one now. So I will allow it to get uploaded, and then I will click on the 3 dots as well again. Click on this 3 dots and then maybe rename it. So give it 2, and then maybe this one I talk about visual element, and then rename. Okay, so and that's how you are going to keep loading it and keep renaming it to make it well organized. Now in case where you have modules, take for example, you can have introduction, under introduction, you may look at what is graphic design, types of graphic design, and the rest. How do you do that? So you are going to be using folder. So you click on the plus button and then you select folder. So you can call this folder module. Let's use 1. So always use the number first, then you can now have module. So I can have module 1 like this. Okay, and or I can just have this, then introduction. But just make sure you have a number first so that the number will help you organize it, okay, in the order that you want it. So let's say we have this. Okay, so look at that. So inside it you can now have your folder. So you come to upload, then you can now put your folder there. Maybe this one, if this is the folder you want to put there, and you want this to be the first one, so you allow it to load, and then you rename it. Rename and then put 1, maybe what's graphic design. So if that's what you want there, then you can come to the second, you can load the second, upload again to the second one, maybe this one, okay? And then you tap, we allow you to load and tap on the three dots, and then you rename it. So tap on the three dots, and then you rename this as two, maybe types of graphic design, okay? So you click on rename, so it has done that. So you keep uploading all your lessons here until you're done for the introduction. Then once you are done for the introduction, you go back and create another file. So let's say all of this are inside here. So you can create another file and call it 2, then you give it a name. So you click on this plus button, come here and put 2. Maybe this one can now be module, maybe visual elements. Okay, so you create that. So when you put the number there, the number helps to organize it. It helps you to put it in order. Then you can tap inside of it and then load your lessons. So visual elements you can be talking about. So you go and look for all your videos of visual elements and arrange them in the way you want it. So let's say this is the first one I want to put there. For example, these are just examples. These are not videos. Yours should be videos. So I will tap on the three dots, rename. So let's say I want to talk about lines. So I will just put 1 and then put line. Then I can come to the next element, say click on upload again and pick another one. So let's say this one now. I want to put this one. So I'll allow it to load and then I will rename it and give it 2. Rename, then 2. I'll put shape and then rename. Okay, so I will keep loading the lessons that are meant for visual elements. I'll keep loading it here. Okay, once I am done, I will now go to module 3. So create another folder and call it module 3. So that's how you continue until you finish the entire thing. So module 3. Okay, so module 3. And this one can be, so I can have, maybe for this one I can have principles of graphic designs, and then I have that. So inside it you can tap on it and then load all the principles there. So that's how you will continue until you're done with all your lessons, your modules and your lessons. And once you're done, then the next thing you now need to do is to share the link. Okay, so you have a single folder which is graphic design course. So you come to it and tap on the three dots and then you go to copy link. Okay, so that's the link. All right, so that's the link. Now with that link, now this is the link you are going to share with people. So you just drop the link with them. So when they tap on that link, let me give you an example. So let's say I give it to someone. Let's say I just sent the link. Okay, this is the link now. I sent it to someone. So let's say this is the link. So let me tap on the link now and see whether it's going to take me to where I want. So you see now, once they tap on the link, it's going to bring them here inside your graphic design course, and then they can start learning. Now, in case you don't want authorized sharing, so what do? You come to this your three dot again for the course, then you go to manage access. Okay, then only people who added can open with the link. So you leave this, you leave it as this, restricted, because you could change it. If I change it, I could have anyone with the link. If I put anyone with the link there, it means that if anyone just have that link, once they have access to your link, they can just enter and be enjoying your video courses without paying. But if I change it to restricted, Now let's see what will happen. So let me go back to my email, to the message. Now here, the other time when I tap on it, it asked me to pick, and I chose the email that I used to create that particular course. I used to host the course. That's why I was able to enter. But let's say I now choose another email, this one now. You'll see what will happen. You see now, request access from the file owner. Now, your mail doesn't have access to this file, request access. So this is what is going to show up for anyone who does not have access to that particular course. So then they can click on request access. Once they send request access to you, then it's going to come to your email, and then you can now grant them access. So you must always restrict your access if you are selling those courses. So once you host them on your Google Drive, you restrict the access. So anyone who has paid for your course, okay, you can take their email and add it directly, so that once they click on that link you gave them, they will land inside the Google Drive where you have their courses hosted. Okay, but if you don't want to do that, you can just give the link to them and ask them to tap on it and request access. So once they tap on request access, it's going to go to you, it's going to come to you in form of email, so requesting access. And then once it comes in form of email requesting access, then you can look at here. Okay, look at this one. Okay, now look at ask to be an editor. Then these two are messages or notifying you that somebody is requesting access to that course. And then here you can click any one of them, either this or this, either the email or the Google Drive message. You can click on any of them. Okay, now what you just need to do is to allow them, grant them access. So I can just either share or decline. So if I have confirmed that that person has paid, I will just click on access. I will just click here. But if that person has not paid and is just trying to be mysterious, I will just click on decline. So let's say I click on access now. So once I click on access, that person will be able to access that course. Okay, so now what if I just want to add that person's email straight? So I can come here if I want to do that. So I'll click on this plus. Okay, and then I'll just type their email. Okay, I'll tap their email there. Then I'll click on send. Okay, so that person has been added. So if that person click on the link to this course, it's going to take him directly here without any problem. So this is how to host your course on Google Drive and also sell it to people, sell the course to people without any issue. I hope that is very, very clear.